got my own guitar, I know the chords. I play my cigar, lay flat on the floor. The east and the west, their battles won't matter. Only the music can settle the score. Rock till you die. Rock till you die. You die alone, then turning to bone. So rock till you die. Yeah, balls reflecting my eyes, and when they eat my flesh, but I got the power to win all the hours to rock my life away. The sound of the crowd, the creak of the bones, I play it so loud with my mates or alone. It don't really matter if my world should shatter. I hold it together in honor to stone. Rock till you die. Rock till you die. You die alone, then turning to bone. So rock till you die. Rock till you die. Rock till you die. You die alone, then turning to bone. So rock till you die. Rock till you die. Rock till you die. You die alone, then turn back to bone. So rock till you die. Rock till you die. Rock till you die. You die alone, then turning to bone. So rock till you die. Rock till you die. Rock till you die. Rock till you
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. It is I, Dr. Thaddeus Rusty Venture, and this is an intro to True Blue Riffcast with Jeremy and Dave. Riffing about riff tracks and bad movies, such as The Godfather, Citizen Kane, and The Devil Wears Prada. Rusty. Yes, I'm sorry to interrupt, but those are all good movies. In fact, great movies. Well, James, did you ever hear of a little expression called eye of the beholder? Well, yes, but there's such a thing as truth, and you're not being very truthful. I disagree. What is truth? What is true blue? What is a riffcast? These are questions. They are questions. Look, why don't we just try a second take? All right. Hello, it is I, Dr. Thaddeus Rusty Venture, and this is an intro to True Blue Riffcast, riffing about bad movies, such as Back to the Future, The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, and Cannonball Run. No, I can't accept this. I mean, I'm not going to say Cannonball Run is great, but it's certainly good of its genre. And what genre is that? Film Twitter? Look, don't call me that, first of all. A rollicking, frolicking 70s road comedy, I guess? Fair enough, James. Fair enough. All right, well, I think that's enough intros. Perhaps we should do an outro now. What do you say? Indeed. Thank you for coming to True Blue Riffcast. Sit back, relax, enjoy the cast. All right.
Hey, thank you very much, James Urbaniak, and of course, Dr. Thaddeus Rusty Venture, and thanks still to the anonymous person who got that intro for us years ago. But this is, in fact, the True Blue Riffcast. I am your host, Jeremy, and I'm joined, as always, by...
Sup, everyone? I'm Dave. Yeah, who did get that for us? That was
no idea.
That couldn't have been cheap.
Yeah, I don't suspect James Urbaniak to have a cheap cameo prices.
Yeah.
But hey, have you heard? This is apparently our 100th episode.
Yeah, apparently. I think like that just kind of crept up on us, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Definitely did.
Do you want to tell the story about how you sort of figured that out? I mean, because guys, we really don't know.
No, we don't. It's because we don't I don't number these.
We
You know,
used to,
like
but
specifically
it's
when
like,
I
whatever, who cares?
yeah. No, when I uploaded the most recent episode that has been uploaded to our the server, I guess, all of our podcast hosts, it said it was episode like 94. So if we factor that in with the episodes that I'm still sitting on, that makes this one the 100th episode.
But I think we also have to factor in on all the missing episodes that didn't make it to the podcast stream or were just completely lost, because there have been more than a few of those.
Yeah,
over
I
the
think
last few years.
I think those just we don't have to count them because they don't exist. They're gone. They're nothing but a memory, and we
I don't even remember them. I just know that they happened.
Yeah, usually it was stuff where my microphone was all blown out the whole time, or Dave was all glitchy and we couldn't use it, or things of that nature.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's been
Those
at
were the
least one.
days.
Yeah, at least one that didn't download the video file for off of Twitch on time before it expired and vanished after 30 days.
Oh, that happened?
I'm sure it has at least once.
Oh, okay.
With me being in charge here, it has to have. But this is also the 5th anniversary of us starting the podcast.
I think it's 4 because it was in 2019.
4. Well, because we have had season 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in season 5 right now.
Yeah.
So,
okay. So we started season 5, but we started in 2019, and that was 4 years ago.
Whatever.
Okay.
It's
It's an
whatever.
anniversary.
It's an anniversary. 4 or 5, somewhere around there. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We're more focused on the 100th episode bit of this.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be Mr. Correcty Pants. Sorry.
We like to keep things loose and
Loosey
goosey. We're not very strict or tight on anything around here, so
Yeah, as you can tell, yeah.
as you could tell, which is part of the charm of being live instead of trying to record it ahead of time.
I can't say, yeah. Well, the thing is, I have to be much more disciplined with what I say since you're not editing anymore.
Yeah, I mean, if something is real egregious, there has been a few instances of me editing a couple things out. Nothing specific that I can actually remember, but I know that there has been a few.
Okay. You don't remember what? Oh,
I think one of them had to do with the Queen.
Oh, wait. Did we say something bad about the Queen?
I think I might have.
Oh.
Or at least something that
I don't know, I
that
like the
sounded.
Queen. It's just I remember that day. We were talking about cats. I think that might have been it.
Yeah, I think I just said something that sounded bad, while I was re-listening to it, and so I just decided it would be better just to get rid of it instead.
I was listening to our podcast. I very rarely listen to the podcast back, but I was listening because I was in an argument with a lot of people on Facebook.
Yeah.
About that Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh, God.
So I went back and I listened to a podcast where we complained about it for an hour and a half. And I made this great joke. And this is when you were still editing the podcast for some reason. And I made this great joke about they made they spent like $95 million on it. And I said, for that amount of money, you could make at least 3 episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh,
and I'm
yes.
amazed you left that joke in.
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah, that was a good one. Of course, I'm gonna leave that in. It's out there now, Dave. People know how we feel about
yes. People know
the
that
reboot,
we hate
so
the revival. That's right.
I just don't care anymore. It's fine. They can not like me for that if they want to. I don't care how people feel about me online. So
I've been seeing stuff. I guess there's a new season with a new host, and everyone's talking about that. And everyone's asking me I know about it. I'm like, bro, I don't care.
Oh
really
yeah,
don't.
because they're doing like through the app or whatever.
Yeah. It's like I got no time for that.
Yeah.
I barely have enough time for this.
Right. I feel you
Speaking of
there.
time, we're doing this at a very strange hour.
Yeah. We're doing it later now. That's because my schedule. I work all day now. Like 11 to 8 every day. I have a couple days off during the week, but I figure if we do it later, it'll be easier for other people to tune in while we are live because they're not busy at work, or at least fewer of them would be busy at work. And this way, my work schedule won't conflict at all because this is a couple hours after I would get out of work anyway on days that I had to work. So.
And it won't conflict with me either because not to get into it, but I don't work nights anymore. So yeah.
So that's not a bad thing either. I think maybe we should start moving things along a little bit. Just because I really want to start talking about this. Because it's been a while since our last episode.
Yeah,
so,
it's been like a little bit, yeah.
So we haven't been able to check in and see what the hell is James Wan doing recently. So we're gonna do that. And as you guys, if you're watching live on Twitch, you'll be able to see these pictures as I'm bringing them up. But this first one right here is a little horrifying. It's like this weird bird thing.
I can't see it, guys, so I'm gonna have to listen to what Jeremy says.
Well, I did send it to you. If you can bring that up. I don't know if you can, but James Wan posted this on May 16th, so this is how long it's been since we've done this.
It's been a little while.
This is FYI Billardemic 5.
Oh my god.
Billardemic 5 Birdman. Yeah, Mike has the right reaction to that in chat. He just screamed. Which it's horrifying.
Is that owl statue?
Yeah, that's that weird owl thing that I was talking about earlier. I have no idea. It's disturbing. It's very disturbing. Is what it is. I didn't even realize there was a typo in this. Billardemic 5. And then the same day he reposted that picture, along with the other picture for Birdemic 4, but he says in the next 6 years it will be another Birdemic trilogy. Birdemic 4,
stop.
Garden of Paradise, and Birdemic 5, Birdman, and Birdemic 6 without a title. And then he posted this right here. FYI, Birdemic 6, Oracle of Delphi. And it's just some pillars, some ruins. It looks like from when he was in Greece, probably. Then we got a picture here of James Wan at Fort Point, San Francisco, where in Hitchcock's Vertigo, James Stewart jumps into the San Francisco Bay to save Kim Novak from drowning. And I think this was also one of the locations he used in
Replica.
Replica, yep.
Yeah.
The shot is very similar to when our main character, and I think this is where he meets like the clone of his girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he just finished watching Fast X or Fast 10, depending on, and dreaming of Birdemic 10. No.
No, James. You gotta stop. You gotta stop, man.
There's a picture of him holding the Birdemic, the Wings of Disaster, the Birdemic trilogy box set. Here's James in Vermont interviewing Dr. Guy McPherson, a.k.a. the real Dr. Extinction, for his documentary film
fate. It is death.
Climate Fix. Is that actually the guy that he had in the movie?
No. It's not. I think they hired an actor to like play this guy and like his if you guys don't know what we're talking about, go back and listen to our extensive Birdemic 3 roundup, I guess, or like in-depth discussion. But this is the guy that at the end of the movie who said we have to accept our fate, it is death, and to just go have a lot of sex before you die because global warming is going to kill us all.
Yeah.
That's that's the guy that this is based on.
And then we got this one where he's talking about having a beer and un-effing the world. And by drinking beer, flicks climate change, global warming. Drink Budweiser. It's somehow gonna fix things.
Now this next one is just baffling.
James Wan is at the John F. Kennedy Presidential Library and Museum.
Okay, but why though?
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things. I'm not going to do that.
Because climate change, global warming.
Yes. And then he posted this again. FYI, Birdemic is a successful film franchise.
He's just trying to convince himself.
So James Wan is working hard to get a Hollywood producer / studio to fund the Birdemic Trilogy 2. Birdemic 4, Garden of Paradise, Birdemic 5, Birdman, and Birdemic 6, Oracle of Delphi, with a film budget of $10 to $20 million per Birdemic sequel.
Oh, he's delusional.
That is not going to happen, James. Mike points out that the back of James' head is a perfect right angle. As you can see in this. Oh my gosh, it is. In the picture with him talking to Dr. Extinction, like,
yeah,
his head, the back of his head is a square. It's literally a square. Let's see, coming soon in the next 6 years. It's a marquee with bad Photoshop letters on it. Birdemic Trilogy 2. And then here's, like, he's promoting Robert F. Kennedy Jr. for president 2024. just out of nowhere.
Protect the environment. I want everyone to notice that he's like to protect the environment.
Protect, yes. This is his official endorsement of who to vote for president.
Yeah.
End the divide. Heal the divide.
I got enough psychos endorsing me. All right.
Unite America. Protect the environment. Please consider Robert F. Kennedy Jr. for president. And then just watch Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Birdemic 7 transformed. And that's it. That's the last thing he tweeted. So James Wan has been up to a lot.
Yeah.
Mostly trying to convince himself that he makes good movies and that they're worth, a studio backing them for $10 to $20 million per movie. Yeah, that ain't it. That ain't it, James.
Guys, the sprinklers are on in my backyard. I'm trying to figure out a way to get back into my house. I don't know if it's going to work.
You're in your yard now?
Yeah. Because we had a contractor. We're doing a remodel on the house, and I was going to do the podcast from inside, actually, believe it or not. But then this guy shows up at like 7 p.m. to come in and starts making all kinds of noise. And I was like, I can't do the podcast from inside. Like, it's going to be worse than from when I do it in the park and there's construction. He's literally in the same house that I'm in. So I had to go out to my car, and he left. So I was like, okay, I can go back in the house. And I forgot that the sprinklers are on and the front doors are locked, and I only have my car key. So I'm kind of screwed.
Just do what the cat does and climb through a window. Just pop a window open and just hop in.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that live on the 100th episode of the True Blue Riffcast. I'm just going to go for it. Ah!
Yeah.
Ah! Okay. I just got wet, everybody. This is great podcasting. We're going to talk about riff tracks eventually, we promise.
While Dave is making his way through the water, we'll take a look at the past weekend's box office. Number one movie, of course, Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Its opening weekend made $61 million. Number two, Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse made $55.5 million last weekend. The live-action Little Mermaid retelling, $23 million last week. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 in fourth place, and The Boogeyman, the new PG-13 movie based on a Stephen King story, brought in $7 million. That's kind of funny right now.
Wait, That's based on the Stephen King
Yeah.
story. I
Yeah.
have a story to tell about that. Well, I'm actually going to see that movie tomorrow. I didn't know it was based on the Stephen King book
Yeah.
or short story.
And it's one of
Okay.
3 movies in the top 5 that are out, courtesy of Walt Disney Studios.
Walt Disney Studios did a Stephen King. Wow,
It's kind of weird.
it's only PG-13 too.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But here's the story, and I can probably, well, I don't know if I can prove it anymore, but it's definitely true. Is that 10 years ago, I actually optioned the rights to make the Boogeyman from Stephen King's Dollar Baby program. Go to Wikipedia. It's like where young filmmakers can option a unproduced Stephen King short story for only $1, and you have to like send him a finished copy of it. I actually optioned the Boogeyman, me and like a million other people, but we never did anything with it. I just got the rights, and we were gonna do it, but like that means I would have to like write the script for it.
I'm actually looking at the
do-
webpage right now for the Dollar Babies.
Yeah,
Because he's got all the other movies that are up there that are currently available.
Yeah, so I actually had the rights to the non-exclusive rights, obviously, to the Boogeyman. But yeah, that's crazy. That's a true thing, and we just let it expire because we can never do anything with it. Like,
Right. So here's some of the movies that are available, just in case anybody's interested in optioning a Stephen King movie for $1.
yeah,
We have Stationary Bike. That Feeling, You Can Only Say What It Is in French.
I've never even heard of that.
Lucky Quarter.
I think that's in Everything's Eventual.
Graduation Afternoon. Like, none of these sound bad so far. Like,
Oh, I guarantee some of them are really bad.
no, I mean, like, they don't sound like horror movies, or something like,
Oh, okay, yeah.
like Stationary Bike. I don't know. Is that like,
Well, that's about
can-
weight loss.
yeah, all I can
very
picture.
strange.
All I can picture is somebody getting like a Peloton, but it's not actually a Peloton, and they buy it from the Needful Things store, and they like get on it, and it like clamps their wrists to the handlebars, and like their butt to the seat, like it like puts a seatbelt over their lap, and they're stuck, and they just have to ride it until they are exhausted and die. Eventually, but
Well-
they lose all the weight that they wanted to.
Let me.
That's
Here's the
that's
thing.
my
It's even
version of
stu-
Stationary Bike. The
It's
end.
even stupider than that, though. What it is, this guy, he wants to lose weight, so he gets on a stationary bike and he imagines himself like riding through like a construction zone, and the people that he imagines starts coming to life in his head, and like that's like all I really know about it because like I read it like a year ago,
Yeah.
and I don't remember anything else about it, but I do know that it's just like really contrived and stupid.
Yeah. It sounds like it.
What are the rest of them?
In the Death Room. That
is
one
that?
sounds. Is that from? That one's from Everything's Eventual. Also,
In the
There's-
death room.
there's a bunch of them that are from Everything's Eventual. Just After Sunset is what Stationary Bike is from.
Yeah, that's from. Yeah, that's from. Yeah.
The Last Rung on the Ladder, which is
that from
actually
Night
one of the
Shift?
shorts. That's one of the from Night Shift. In
Yeah,
the
that's
Death
one-
Room,
yeah.
a man named Fletcher is held captive in a South American stronghold. His captors will use any torturous means necessary to extract the information they want from him. His only hope lies with his last request: one last cigarette. But anyway, those are some movies that you can option from Stephen King for $1.
For $1.
$1. I'd buy that for $1. Huh.
And you can't sell it. And you can't put Stephen King's name in the title because he learned that mistake from Lawnmower Man.
Yeah. Oh, Lawnmower Man. Wow, that's a movie I haven't thought about in forever. But But yeah, there's top 5. I've seen 4 of those 5 movies. I haven't seen The Boogeyman yet, but I watched the rest of them.
I'm seeing that tomorrow. I'm kind of surprised that it's only PG-13.
Well, you'll have to let us know how it is the next time we do this, which will hopefully be next week. Yeah, so it's been 100 episodes, Dave.
Yeah,
that's kind of a big deal. I mean, at this point, this is when TV shows can get syndicated.
They get syndicated. That's right.
So
are we gonna get syndicated? Are we gonna get picked up by? We're gonna get picked up by Audible or
Spotify or
Podcast One. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't listen to podcasts. I listen to 372 pages, and that's all.
Yeah, that's the only podcast I listen to also. And I'm I haven't even listened to that in a while just because I haven't had the time.
Podcasts, and then I became a wrestler, and I suddenly didn't become all that super interesting to me.
Charlie B, Buzz.
Oh, I actually was in a match.
I saw the picture. I didn't know if that was current or if that was...
No, yeah, that was from May 20th. That was from the Gauntlet for the Gold match where Brian Kendrick came and won the Dive Wrestling Championship.
Brian Kendrick,
I've
wow.
I've technically been in a match with Brian Kendrick.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
Mike says we can reboot on Netflix in 5 years.
Oh, nice.
There you go. There's the goal.
Okay,
we'll reboot.
Who do you want to play you in the reboot, Jeremy?
Who do I want to play me? Oh, man. Jack Black. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
Who
I'd
plays
have to think
me,
about it. Kid Rock. We already talked about this.
Oh, how dare you!
For those of you who don't know, Dave likes to have some luscious flowing locks
that's
upon
correct.
his head, and he posted a new profile picture the other day, and my response was Kid Rock because he's got a little bit of facial hair going on, a little bit of a goatee.
Yeah, I got the beard going on now.
And so I couldn't resist. I had to make the comment, and I knew he would be extremely happy to be compared to Kid Rock.
Yes, to the esteemed senator from the state of Michigan.
Oh God. I don't claim him. But yeah, 100 episodes. Now we've had a lot of fun times here on the podcast. I think one of my personal favorite memories is, of course, when we got to sit down and have a discussion with the one and only Mary Jo Pehl.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a blast. Of course, we've talked to a few of the writers from Riff Tracks, Con and Shauner, and Jason, and we've had Eric on, and Riff Tracks social media guy Peter Hunter was on, and then one of my other favorite interviews that we got to do, David Giancola.
David Giancola, that's right, director of Time Chasers.
Yeah, that was a blast. We should try and get him back on, see if he's working on anything new.
He's working on. Oh, what was the name of that movie? Act something.
Accelerator.
That's right. Yeah, that was a fun movie. And guy wore a Castleton shirt in that.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten a riff of that yet, because that was released for the weekend that it came out. It was released through Riff Tracks. You could watch it through rifftracks.com. Yeah, the weekend that it was released.
I had no idea about that.
I'm trying to find the master list real quick.
Of what we've done on the podcast?
Yeah. I'm just trying to remind myself of some of the
great times.
The better things that we've discussed.
Some of the great discussions.
This is how we work here, guys. We're totally
all
prepared
producing live on
for everything.
Everything is just live right there for you to see it. It didn't used to be like this.
Our first episode was Octoman Rift Live Octoman, Psychotronic Man, and
wait a minute.
the short
Didn't
buying
we talk
food.
about Giant from the Deep or some
Giant
stupid
from the
thing?
Unknown? We
Or
did
was that
talk
our
about Giant
episode
from the
0?
Unknown.
Yeah, Giant from the Unknown. Yeah.
I don't know if that was a lost episode or if that's...
I think that was our episode 0. I think that was
That
when we
might
were
have
like,
been.
Oh, let's try this.
Let's see how it works.
Yeah.
I don't... No, that's not find. Yes, hot document searching action. Live.
Oh, Google search action. This is Twilight, everybody. It's like, you remember Twilight? I think it was like in Breaking Dawn 1 when like Edward, who's been alive for like 100 years, like is suddenly Googling like everything about vampires that he's like what he's finding he doesn't like at all because I guess like if vampires like have children, they like are like horrible demons. And I was like, yeah, what did you expect? What did you expect, idiot? You know, it's like, see, now I always thought that, like, well, I mean, vampire lore, having written a vampire novel myself, I know that vampire lore changes from like novel to novel or whatever. And people just be like, they can do whatever they want to fit the needs of their story.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's like, I don't know how many. I think Twilight is like one of the only ones that, at least I've heard of, where vampires like can bear children.
Yeah, because I don't think I recall
I don't think
any
Dracula
other story.
can.
No, I don't think so. They have to, just turn people.
Yeah. Oh no! Wait, in Castlevania. Oh, Castlevania. It's not the same Dracula. I think they have Dracula's son, Alucard. Very famous.
Yes, which is
So I'm kind of wondering how that works.
Dracula backwards. He's backwards Dracula. Yes. Our episode of Invasion of the Bee Girls that was literally crashed by Matthew J.
That
Elliott.
was really, I think that's my favorite True Blue Riftcast memory is Matthew J. Elliott crashing the podcast.
Literally crashing the podcast. That was one of the weirdest.
And it turned into like a whole extra episode. Yeah, that was pretty great.
That was one of the weirdest individual moments. Yeah. I think of anything that I've ever.
I know that the thing was that like I was started hearing crazy things, and it was stuff on Matthew's computer, and I was just like, what is going on here? And then I go to like our thing because we were still using Zencaster back then.
Yeah.
And I was like, is Matthew J. Elliott here? And then it became a whole thing where we had to like bring him on. It was, that was a great time. Matthew, if you're out there, I still think about that.
Yeah, because the whole like the book, he was listening to audio tapes.
He was listening to audio tapes that he was like transferring to his computer for some reason because he is he's a radio play author. That's his job. That's what he does.
I mean, among other.
Yeah, among other like lots of he does lots of stuff.
He wears many hats.
Yes, he is a many hat wearer.
Yeah, if you're not, very familiar with who Matthew J. Elliott is outside of Rift Track stuff, he is a brilliant writer when it comes to Sherlock Holmes and Doctor Who. He actually has written a few of the Doctor Who Big Finish audiobooks, which it's kind of a little mind-blowing thing. For me, being a fan of Doctor Who, like when I found out who Matthew J. Elliott was and saw that too, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this man. And it turns out he's a really good person too. So hey,
yeah, he really, really is. Hang on. All right, so I'm just bringing the thing. I'm bringing up this thing. I want to see if there's anybody in chat that I can like bother. We don't want to. I'm just going to hit pause there. Okay, cool. So, Jeremy.
Yes.
Rift Tracks.
Yes. It
I
is
don't
a
know.
thing.
That's all I have.
It is a thing that we love.
Yes.
We did kind of discuss talking about the Castle of Fu Manchu,
Yeah.
which I think we maybe should talk about a little bit
Well,
while we're here.
yeah.
Then not a lot, because there's not a ton to be said about this one,
No.
considering
well,
the
I mean,
fact that it's something that was done early MST3K season
yeah,
3,
it's
with Joel being the host, and it's not great.
yeah, no,
it's,
no, yeah.
it's
See,
not. It's
that
not
was going to
great.
be my like. I was going to let you take the lead with it because I watched it at I watched this thing 6 hours ago. Okay, and it's already completely left me. Okay, I hate this. All right, so the last time we talked about Fu Manchu on the podcast, it was what was that last one called?
The Blood of Fu Manchu.
The Blood of Fu Manchu. So it was like the one before this one, and it's just as ugly and stupid as the one that we just watched. Now I know the reason that they picked this was because this is like Joel era MST3K nostalgia, and that there's lots of people in the Riff Tracks audience, or that aren't in the Riff Tracks audience, that are like Misties that don't really have anything to do with Riff Tracks, that they want to like bring over. I get why they did that, but this is like I actually looked up this director, and like I started watching this, and I'm like, this is so stupid. I hate this. like this is like the dumbest thing.
It was.
It's so ugly and it's so incomprehensible. It starts off with like two old British dudes fishing for some reason. And then it just like and believe it or not, it's downhill from there.
Yeah.
Like you would think that was the bottom. No. There's a guy, and I think he was like the same guy who was like, I don't know, don't quote me on this. It's been a while since I saw the last movie. But like it seems like there's always like someone like dying or struggling to stay alive in the Fu Manchu castle.
Yes.
And I think this guy may have been there for like 3 or 4 movies. I don't know. But he's finally rescued in this one. And Fu Manchu has got some crazy device in his castle where, like, I guess like the Ian Fleming and the British Secret Service are trying to stop him. It's so like it's so bad, and it's like my thing was just be like, oh my god. And like the one other thing that crossed my mind, other than like I hate this so much, is that like these British people who are always chasing Fu Manchu, they seem to know exactly where he is. Why don't they just launch an airstrike against this guy who's always trying to like for 5 movies at least with Christopher Lee, just go wipe him out.
Yeah,
what's stopping them from doing that?
There
were 5 of these movies. Who
5,
likes this?
Yeah. Well, and the guy who directed this directed Blood of Fu Manchu, but those are the only 2 out of this 5 that he directed.
Okay.
But I'm looking. I'm looking a lot of really horny stuff.
No, okay.
There's a lot of really horny stuff in here, guys.
Riff Track specifically.
Yeah.
He was directed The Million Eyes of Sumeru.
Yep. And
he directed The Girl from Rio.
The Girl from Rio. Yep.
And I think there might be a couple more on here, but all those movies. Now I've seen those movies. All those movies are suck. Okay. I just to Riff Tracks. Can we be done with this director, please?
Well, I'm looking at the rest of the movies. I don't think there's a lot more that they'd be able to do, because there's a lot of horny in this. Like I said,
what's his name? Harry Allen Towers. Let's see what he like. Hopefully he's dead.
Like
died in
Venus
2009.
infers Eugene, the story of her journey into perversion.
He died when he was 88. So
Harry Tower?
He lived a long life.
Or the Jesus Franco.
other names, Peter Welbeck. I don't know. Like, I've had enough of this director. Like, I don't want to see anything more done by him. I've seen enough.
Yeah, A Virgin Among the Living Dead.
No, thank you.
The Lovers of Devil Island. Oh yeah, he did A Curse of Frankenstein.
The Curse of Frankenstein.
Yeah. You've never seen that one? It's awful.
No.
It's really bad. I've watched it. It's bad. It's not good. I knew there was something else that this guy did.
You watch more bad crap than I do.
I do. I have a nice little collection of bad crap. I have that my wife hates entirely. Only because she usually has to sit there while I'm watching my bad crap. But
American
you know what?
Ninja 3 Blood Hunt. Is this a oh, hi buddy. Is this a canon movie?
American Ninja 3?
Yeah.
I think so.
American Ninja 3 is a 1989 martial arts action film directed by Cedric Sandstrom and starring David Bradley. He didn't direct this. Cedric Sandstrom. Why does it say Harry Allen Towers directed this?
It was produced by Harry Allen Towers.
Oh. Well.
Yes, Canon International was the distributor of American Ninja 3.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. They would go work for Canon. Work with those schlock masters.
Yeah.
But anyway, do you have anything to say about the Castle of Fu Manchu? I mean, I'm not a fan of it.
I had more fun watching The Blood of Fu Manchu.
Yeah.
Not saying necessarily that was a better movie. I just think I had more fun watching it. Of course, I did watch this in the car while I was waiting for my daughter to have her play practice.
Nice.
But I think I'm putting this one on. I think this is going to go on the list of riffs that I probably just don't watch again.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, like, I know a lot of people are going to like it because I know it's classic Joel era Mystery Science Theater, and I get that. But like, when we talked about The Blood of Fu Manchu, I was just being like, hey, I got nothing against this. But it's just not in my wheelhouse. It's for like other members of this fandom. But like with Castle of Fu Manchu, I don't know. I kind of feel like I just wasted my time.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
still funny. Still a lot of good jokes in there, but
oh yeah.
This is going to the list. Our unofficial. Well, I guess it's an official list because it's our list of riffs that we won't watch again. So to catch everybody up on that list, we have Cats, of course.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's never happening again.
Hobgoblins 2, which God. I'll just watch the first one.
Forgot about that.
Baby Ghost, Cyclone, and Cyclone was just because that movie was so uncomfortable. Oh my gosh, that movie was so hard to make it through. Oh, that was the one where they were stuck on the boat.
They're in the boat,
and the dog named Christmas that they were gonna eat.
Okay, yeah.
Or that they did eat, I guess. Copper Mountain, and now the Castle of Fu Manchu.
Yeah,
that's my list so far.
Like whenever they like re-riff stuff from MST3K, a lot of times it's like really it's like a really fun time.
Yeah,
I didn't have any fun watching this.
No, it's weird because I just I felt the same way. I did not have the good time that I expected.
You didn't have the same Father Christmas feels?
No, I did not. I really expected it to be, I don't know. Maybe it's just because this movie was even more incoherent than The Blood of Fu Manchu. I don't know. It was just bad. Not a good release, movie-wise.
Yeah, movie-wise, yeah, because of course we all love waffles and all that. Do we want to go through the our list?
I don't think we need to with this one.
Yeah, I don't think
everything's low.
Yeah.
This is going to be
one. Yeah.
It's going to all be zeros and ones.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just the thing is like you can tell they didn't put any effort into it, at all.
This movie
I don't
had
think anybody did. It's like everyone was just on autopilot. So I mean, and I think that that's like one of the like the biggest reasons like I'm just so mad at the movie, because the movie and the people who made it really couldn't be bothered to like make a good movie. They're just like churning it out. So that's, I don't know. I mean, like maybe that's a like a subconscious reason for my saltiness regarding this movie, but it's man, I just didn't have a good time.
Yeah, the movie didn't have that that personality behind it that
Yeah.
makes for a good bad movie.
Like
and
the
we talk
Bloody
about
Good
this.
horror.
We talk about
which
this
is, like-
all the time on here about how a movie, like if you can tell that the people were trying, like even if they didn't know what they were doing, like with Miami Connection and The Room and all that stuff, you can tell in Manos that they were trying their hardest to actually make something entertaining and something good, and it's just because nobody was competent why it didn't work, not because nobody cared about the movie while they were making it.
No, dude, clearly no one cared about this movie.
Yeah, absolutely
like
not.
no one.
0 people cared about making this movie while they were working on it. Even Christopher Lee, I'm sure he was just like, yeah, I did sign a contract for 5 of these, I guess. I gotta do it.
Yeah.
But that's really all I got. I was looking forward to doing this one too. Like when it got announced, I even made a tweet about it. Like, yeah, we had a lot of fun
Castle
talking
Fu
about the
Manchu.
blood of Fu Manchu.
Yeah,
Looking
man,
forward to this one.
It's very much like a baby ghost type situation.
Yeah, we're sorry. We've cursed the world with baby ghosts.
Yeah, I really think we did. I don't know anybody else who was asking for that besides us.
Not the way we were. I mean, it worked out good. It worked out good with Light Blast.
Oh,
yeah.
It worked out fantastic with Light Blast. Yeah.
I'm still hoping that it works out with Haunted Ween.
I don't think we should get our hopes up with that one.
No, but I think it would be. I mean, obviously, I think it would be good. I wouldn't keep talking about it if I didn't. But yeah.
You want to talk about Suburban Sasquatch?
Run around. So no, I don't want to. We don't need to talk about that one again. It's been a while since I watched it anyway. We'd have to watch it again first.
What?
There was another one with that too. That's where we had a great time with Suburban Sasquatch,
Oh yeah.
and then they released Fungicide, and Fungicide was kind of like this, like it was
There's a little
way
different,
different
like,
feeling, just like a different vibe behind it. Like
yeah, what's
it
that
didn't
guy's
have
name?
that
David
same-
Waskovich?
yeah,
Yeah, that Waskovich.
it just didn't have the same
is
feel
he still
to it.
making movies? Let's look up David Waskovich.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, it autofills. David Waskovich. Inside from David Waskovich. Suburban Sasquatch, Malevolent Ascent, Tartarus, Infinite Lock.
What?
I don't know. Okay, director. Oh, he's directed 7 movies. Okay, these are his movies. His last movie was released in 2013. Okay, so let's start from the end of this. Fungicide. I guess Fungicide came before Suburban Sasquatch.
Okay.
That makes
I can
sense.
see that then. Yeah.
So then Suburban Sasquatch was his second movie. And there's Tartarus, which I think has something to do with like devil worship. The rest of these I haven't heard of. Zombies by Design, Infinite Lock, Malevolent Ascent, and Adventures of the Haunted Hunted.
So I clicked on that Tartarus one just to see if there was anything. There's like no information about the movie, but I scrolled down to More Like This, and another movie's there, something that I've mentioned before on the podcast. I think simply because it shares an actor with Psychotronic Man. Actually, the guy who plays the Psychotronic Man is in this movie. It's called Blood Beat. This is the one that takes place in Wisconsin, and it's about
Psychotronic Man is in something else.
Yeah, he's in Blood Beat. This movie was about the ghost of a Japanese samurai who possesses somebody in this house in Wisconsin and starts killing people. It's awful. I've told you about this movie before multiple times.
Didn't Psychotronic Man?
It's bad.
Didn't he direct that movie too?
I don't know. Let me look. The Psychotronic Man. That was...
What's his name?
Peter Spelson. He played Rocky.
Oh, okay. Peter Spelson.
And his name is Uncle Pete in Blood Beat.
Okay. Just try to get my computer to go there. Psychotronic Man, Blood Beat, Main Street Eagle. Okay, here's Psychotronic Man that you stole from me during the draft, you bastard. Oh no, Jack Amsel directed that.
So yeah, that's. I don't remember how we even got here, but because we were talking about.
Suburban
Sasquatch.
We were talking about David Waskovich, and we got sucked down the rabbit hole of.
Went down the rabbit
IMDb.
hole.
Full stop.
Full stop. I think that's about all we got for the regular part.
Oh, are we gonna play the game
of the podcast? Yeah. I mean, this is about as long as we normally go for this anyway, time wise. But yeah, so we are going to, as part of our celebration for, I guess if you want to call it that,
100 episodes.
100 episodes, and however many years it's been since we've done it. We're going to play some Riff Tracks the game. And, of course, anybody is welcome to play with us. I just got to get everything set up. So it's going to be a minute while I get stuff switched over. I'm going to do a short little ad break here while I get this stuff all switched over.
Well, shouldn't we do... I mean, like, I can't be... I have to... Yeah, I can't be on this thing. You
have to switch.
For it.
Yeah, you have to switch. So yeah, we'll do our little outro thing.
Yeah, I was about to say we should do that. Yeah,
this will be where I cut it off for the uploaded part of things. But so you can follow the podcast on Twitter at TBRiffcast if you like what you heard today. Us rambling on somewhat incoherently and mostly unpreparedly.
Yes, it's usually much better than this.
Yes, I think we're just out of sync. Well, we're not back fully into the swing of things because it's been a while.
Oh yeah, but it's also not 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's been a full day. So if you want to support us at all, obviously follow us here on Twitch, so you can be notified anytime we go live with a new episode. You can find us on any of your favorite podcast platforms. But if you want to support us, you can subscribe here on Twitch, or you can drop us some bits on here as well. And if you care anything about what I do in my personal time, you can follow me on Twitter at PBandAwesome.
I'm Dave. You can check me out on Twitter at DC. Oh my God. At D Chadwick Author on Twitter. You can check me out on Amazon or Audible. Just search Dave Chadwick. My stuff will pop right up. Happy Valley, Son of Santa, The Tumbleweed Dossier, and Monkey. Woo. So those are my books. Go get those and make me a bestseller this year. Damn it!
All right. Well,
I want to be famous.
We'll see everybody next time here on the True Blue Riffcast. Stay tuned for Riff Tracks the game.
All right, rock till you die.
Rock till you die.